Hey crew, we'll just do a recap video of our recent Litecoin trade. We closed it out a couple of days ago. It kept running, so anyone that closed part position or stayed in it most certainly are doing very well. Nonetheless, it was a winning trade. We did pretty well ourselves. So I'll talk you through it: the entry, the exit, the how, where, and why. This is the daily chart up here. This is just the BitMEX quarterly charts, but this horizontal level here dates back a lot further. So the entry came about, really the initial analysis came from the daily. This horizontal level here we'd broke, retested and held above it for a number of days, and also we were just capped below the daily 50 MA, but this momentum here in these two candles, I look for a pattern on the lower time frames and we got it. So that was our entry based on the daily, or that was our criteria rather, and I won't worry about the 4 hour. We'll just go straight down to the entry. So here's the break and retest of that horizontal level on the daily. As you can see, pretty clear break, nice pullback, a few rejections there and a rejection there, double bottom pretty much. We had a nice trend line that formed here, and this trend line here, only a couple touches, but I drew it in anyway. So that's a nice looking continuation pattern on the 1 hour. So what I wanted to see from there was a break of that trend line, and we're in. That's exactly what happened. We broke out this trend line, we entered here where the measuring tool is, ended up being a really nice, actually perfect break and retest of the 1 hour 50 EMA right there. So good entry, perfect entry on the daily and 1 hour time frame, and away we went. A few hours into the trade it just exploded to the upside, which was fantastic. And the exit, this line here is also a horizontal level on the higher time frames as well. So that was the initial target of the trade. We closed it down a little bit earlier after I saw that wick there, possibly that one too. I think we exited on this trade here. Once I saw this wick here, I suspected I may have had my horizontal level slightly out. On the higher time frames, getting the perfect horizontal level can sometimes be subjective, just because if you go to the lower time frames there's a bit of variance. So could have been up here, could have been down here. So once I saw that bearish momentum there, we set our sell orders and closed it off. So I think the trade was around about 60 odd, high 60s, 70% ROE, which is excellent. From there, it just continued higher. We didn't really get a re-entry on this one. There's a break and a retest there, just one retest. So the aggressive types could have maybe tried to draw a line in there and got the breakout, but that breakout was a pretty big candle. So probably the only way really to catch that larger move was to stay in the trade or only close past part of the trade. Litecoin halving is coming up, so there's a pretty good reason to actually hold on to some of the trades. So I don't dwell on too much closing trades for profit. Profit's profit. At the same time though, it's good to just analyze and realize and backtest and journal why you missed out on some other potential profits. But there it is, really nice trade, really nice entry, and we got one that played out pretty well.